Happy Friday, happy 4th of July if you're in the United States. We've got a brisk morning here, 55 degrees, 13 degrees Celsius, and wind gusts up to 7 miles per hour, which that's not going to feel good without in a tank top and shorts, but hey, I'll be wide awake after this walk. I forgot the drone light, or the pocket light, and it's okay. Priya got up right before 5 o'clock. Put her outside, but she doesn't really like the patio to use as a restroom. She uses the patio rug, not the grass. So I figured, well, okay, video is edited and exporting, so we'll go for a quick little walk here at quarter after 5. Gives me still a little bit of time. I don't have to go until 6:30 today, so we are doing a sunrise flight this morning as soon as we get back. 5:41 is sunrise, so we got a few minutes. Which way do we want to go? I think we're going to go down. See if she does any business. Probably can't even see me real well, but had to rip my contacts out last night. Well, I ripped my left one out last night because it's been bothering me. And this morning I kept my right one in until I got done making a pot of coffee. And then had to find my glasses, and I'm not sure where my other pair is. Might be in the car. Because got the Ducati Oakleys, and they're lighter. These ones right now are okay, but I'm going to put contacts back in before I leave. My left eye might not be happy about it, but I'm going to do it. I'm kind of on the fence. I really want to start using up my old prescription ones and kind of hold on to my transition ones since they're not going to be available anymore. Or they're not available anymore. So, we shall see. But, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody has a fun and safe holiday here in the U.S. If you're abroad, I still hope you have a fun and safe Friday. As you know, we all want to see the next day in our lives. I was a little bit wrong. You did get to see Priya and maybe Mateo peek around the corner in the car before one of the neighbors came out last night where I was filming a clip, and Priya was, as always, she gets a little growly at people, so I pulled her back and shut the camera off, and that was the end of that. Kind of cut off short last night. And then followed by the pretty drone flight with the ND filter, and the problem I'm seeing there is the extra piece of glass adds 3 dots. Worse than the iPhone. There was a smudge after I took the filter off. I don't think it was on there when I was flying, but it may have been. I'm not sure because I thought I looked at it when I put it on. But when I went to put it back in the little case, because I took it back off. I didn't do 2 flights, one with, one without. I figured, well, it gives me a good test. And it definitely brought, the shutter speed way down. I think it was like at 1/40 instead of like 3 to 600 or something like that. So it definitely makes a huge impact on it, but those little dots are very annoying, especially when you're trying to do photography with it and you're getting dots. So the extra piece of glass in front of the lens may not be the smartest thing in the world. Just let the camera be a little higher and make adjustments in post. Yeah, I didn't have to do I think I did about the same amount of adjusting, to be honest with you, in Lightroom. I only did one panoramic, and like I said, without the clouds, there's just not as many pretty shots. It just changes the dynamic of a sunset. So, really clear morning. It might be a little foggy because of the cool air, and the river is probably a little bit warmer from the last couple days. Car never dropped off of 93 degrees yesterday, even though it said it was only like, I think, 86. So, it was warm yesterday, for sure. And like I said, the upstairs thermometer in the sun said 106. That beating down on their puppy fur and black, it's just too much for them to... Poor little man, he just starts panting right away, and then he slows way down. Yep, completely forgot the microphone this morning. Thank God it's not super windy. Hopefully the sound quality is okay. I'm still trying to research anybody that can come with me tonight, because honestly, I'm not afraid to go on my own. It's just, if I'm going to have the drone in the air, I kind of like just another set of eyes. So I text Brian to see if he's available tonight. We'll see what happens there. he responds or not. But yeah, like I said, there is not a cloud in the sky this morning. So we're definitely going to do a quick little sunrise flight, as you normally see that on my way to work. So I'm going to have to get up over that mountain. Well, not that mountain, but this over here. So, worth it though. Never gotten that message before. Active track not supported in medium telephoto mode. So I'm looking down here and the tree branch is hanging and it looks like someone is standing down by the fire hydrant. And it's not. It's the tree branch. I thought someone was in a black t-shirt down there. And it's like they're moving back and forth waiting for the bus or something. But no, it's actually a tree branch. Oh, illusions we see with our eyes. Yep, so the big girl had her breakfast like a good girl. And my trick is, so I threw some ground turkey in a bowl and then put her kibble over top and her healthy treat, which is one of those glycosamine treats to help her joints and stuff. And she's looking at it and looking at it. I'm sitting there going, there's turkey underneath. And so she has to kind of get through the kibble to eat it. Once she has some kibble, she's usually pretty good about eating it. Not always, but at least for me, yeah. It was this one right here. The way that's hanging down, it was like, it looked like a human being from back there. But she nommed down her bowl of food, so that's good, because they only had ice cream last night for snack, which I think she was a hungry girl this morning at 5 o'clock, which is good. We want a hungry puppy. We don't want an upset bellied puppy. That's just a miserable day. Best guesstimate, guys, today's video is going to be more than 23 minutes long, because that's usually what the fireworks are. And depending on how I do it with the cameras, kind of depend on, if it's extended, if I like do the finale from 3 different angles, or so expect kind of a longer 4th of July video here today, especially since I'm taking a long puppy walk and I've been filming quite a bit. So that's okay. Like I said, some days will be longer, some days will be shorter. Like yesterday was only like 15 minutes long. That's absolutely perfectly fine. I'm not stressing over it. Ooh, past this telephone pole, we're already starting to get some pretty light coming up over. Beautiful. Giving her the opportunity to do any type of pottying she needs to do. Ooh, she's barely in the frame because I'm zoomed. I'll tell you, that little zoom feature, I have used it more than I would have expected to, because quality is definitely pretty decent. And this isn't really super low light, it's getting brighter now. That's why I didn't bring the headlamp. Now, Jesus Chanko commented on, I don't know if it was yesterday's video, the day before's video, I think it was the day before's video, about how clear the mornings are. I'm not sure if he means the camera or if he means our weather. So I'll have to look more into that. I'm sure after he sees this, he'll comment which way he meant. This camera in lower light with the 1-inch sensor is definitely the preferred way to go. Granted, I am going to use both the Action 5 and the Pocket 3, and hopefully the Mini 4 Pro. I'm still leery, but the other 2 cameras I just have to basically set up. My only hope is I don't end up with any morons like we did last year, but thank goodness the fireworks are loud enough to block out their speaker with the stupid music. The reason I don't film from the other side of the river is because they have music playing, because it's set the night to music, and I've already gotten copyrights in other years. So I try to stay the hell away from the music. You can still kind of hear it coming over. I mean, I know when the finale is about to go off, because I think they do God Bless America as the final one. The wind is picking up a little bit now. We'll see how this thing holds up to that. It's just a little breeze, and we do have someone coming down the sidewalk. Going for your morning walk while you have a joint. Top-notch people around here. Unbelievable. Oh my god. When you got to the corner, I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, the wind is kind of picking up a little bit now. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that 55 degrees on bare shoulders, I'm starting to get a little chilled. Kind of hoping she does a boom boom here. That would make me feel like this was a much more successful walk, although she's having a good time. She's being a good girl. She didn't want to go to the recliners. She did leave me last night. I woke up, I had to use the bathroom, and the Afghan was all the way out in the freaking hallway. I look at the chair, I'm like, where is her blanket? She must have got hooked in it. No, and she went over in the other with Terry and took the blanket with her. So, alright. Finish this walk up, get a quick little sunrise flight, and then head to work. And I think I'm just going to leave cameras at home because we got a lot going on this evening. And you get to see some nice fireworks, see if Brian can come along as security. And a spotter. So, I get to hang out with him because I haven't seen him since we went to Port Royal on my dad's birthday, or the day before my dad's birthday. Because, unfortunately, not going to be able to do Big Diamond, doesn't look like. Not unless some miracle happens here. But, we shall see. That's not until the end of August, so, for the dirt modifieds, which I think Tim and Mike are supposed to come if we do it. But right now, I'm saying not happening. Tim wants to go to Buffalo for a game. Just don't see that happening either. So, but who knows? Life could take a surprise, and I could actually get caught up on some things. And I have a game plan. It's just implementing it and finding the money to make it happen. Good evening, everybody. A little after 5 here. Temperature's not too bad. I didn't look again. Watch is saying 80. So it's probably pretty close. I did put my back of my hand on the concrete for well over 10 seconds to make sure it wasn't too hot for their puppy pads. I know there's a lot of new viewers. the two puppies here, Mateo and Priya. He is a miniature pinscher, 9 years old. Priya is a basset hound, and she's 7 years old. And they are my pride and joy. So they are in the videos just about 365 days a year. There's only a couple occasions when they haven't been in the videos, and that's, I think, June 30th of last year when I went to Niagara Falls. They didn't make the video. So getting them out for pre-dinner walks. Gonna try to go a little further than we've been going here. We'll see how the heat affects his dark fur. I don't know if we're gonna bother going down, but let me check out the weather real quick. What I expected, 79 degrees, 26 degrees Celsius. So it's about the same as it was. And we did have a new tenant move in across the parking lot from us. That apartment building, that one, this is like, I think, the fourth or fifth tenant since we've lived here. We've been here since 17. Because the people that lived there when we first moved in had one of the electric cars, not a Tesla. And I know the complex was not happy about the power cord running across the parking lot. That's the funny thing, is that they will not put power stations in up here. So if you own a Tesla, you need not apply. I'm so anti-Tesla. Oh, but anywho, yeah, so many new subscribers. It was just incredible. It was like, holy crap. That was the biggest boost in one day, and I don't think I'd even released the video yet. Boy, it feels like that spot's sinking too. This thing's gonna cave. So for those of you who are new, we have a sinkhole. Come here, Boo, get off the road. This has been caving in for well over 2 months now, and this section is the newest section. The roadway is giving way. At first it was just a little V, and now it's sinking. I think this next coming week, they're supposed to have someone coming to dig it up and see what the cause is and fill it back in and get it repaved, which this whole road needs. So I think we're just going to stay on the sidewalk today, buddy. I don't think we're going to go down there. So one of our normal sections is we walk down there, but mosquito-wise, it gets really bad. But we haven't had a lot of rain lately, so hopefully they're not out too much. Someone's car alarm's going off. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that dog. I want to say golden retriever, but it was more of a darker brown. I think it'll still feel like it's considered a golden retriever. Its tail was as big as Mateo. Mosquito. And I've seen him in videos where golden retrievers smile. This dog literally was smiling at me as he was out for a walk. Such a happy dog. Of course, Mateo had to start grumping because he doesn't think he's a miniature pinscher. He thinks he's a Doberman pinscher. They're not related, by the way. So, all right, so tonight's plan, have dinner. I already took a little bit of a relaxing rest. I think I fell asleep for a few minutes. I really don't know. But nonetheless, fireworks tonight, about 9:30. Go over Williamsport. I have not texted Brian back because I'm having some issues with beta OS 26. Especially when I take a screen grab and try to send it to somebody, I just get a black screen. And then the phone glitches. The iPad, things are laying on top of each other. It is a glitchy mess right now. I really hope Monday there's an update that fixes some things. I'm gonna have to start leaving some feedback. Okay, finally I replied back to Brian, and he's not feeling well, so he doesn't want to come along. So that puts me all by myself. That's fine. But I tell you what, when you get out of the sun, the air feels really nice right now, a little after 5. I'm thinking I might take along definitely a t-shirt, or wear a t-shirt, and maybe even have a little jacket or something with me just in case, because it was 55 degrees this morning. I don't know how cool it's going to get, and without a whole lot of clouds, even though there's more now than there was earlier. Hold on, swing around here. All right, Princess's turn, and she's sniffing the fire hydrant. What are you doing? You can't pee on that. Just watch me. I'm a clever basset. Come on, we're gonna walk. We're gonna take a lap. Come on. Smelling all the other dogs.